Assalamu alaikum, my sisters. A lot of the people are thinking and asking this question, why these things are happening in Palestine. We have seen that the Christianity, they believe the second coming of Jesus, Isa alayhi salam. The Muslims also believe that Jesus, Isa alayhi salam, will come back, except the Yahudi. Now the question is, if Muslims and the Christians, our belief is the same, then why should we not ally with each other instead of Christians allying with the Yahudi? Why that is happening? Why they are not allying with us? Why the Christians are not taking the Muslims as friends? This is one of the big questions that a lot of people are asking. Now, historically we know that Jesus, Isa alayhi salam, he came to this holy land, and in the New Testament, in chapter Luke, verse 32-33, it was clearly mentioned that Jesus, Isa alayhi salam, he will be the descendant of King David, according to the New Testament. Means the Bible that the Christian they read, they believe in. And not only that, Jesus, Isa alayhi salam, will come to the people of he will be the descendant of King David. He will also rule over all the houses of King David, Yaqub alayhi salam, the children of Bani Israel. The Christian, in other words, they believe that for that to happen, for Jesus, because he did not rule over the people of King David when he was here, because according to them he was crucified, he will have to come back again. So second coming of Jesus this is why it is so important. So in other words, the reason we see that Israel, the Yahudis are so powerful, so strong right now. There are only like 14 million Yahudi in the world, and we a lot of the time say, the Yahudi, they are so strong. Look, 14 million, they are in the middle of Arab lands, and nobody is daring to do anything against them. But that is really not the whole story. The other side of the story is that the reason Yahudi, they are so strong, this 14 million, is because of this Christian who believe Jesus, Isa alayhi salam, will come back again. The second coming of Isa alayhi salam is making these people, the Yahudi, stronger every single day, because they are donating, they are sending money, aids. They are going and to Israel and spending money as tourists. I want to show you one video, inshallah, in a second. Then you will know what I'm talking about. In this video, you will see a guy, a pastor, I think, from US, from Texas. He took his followers on a journey to Israel to show them around where Jesus, the second coming, will take place. And at the same time, dear my sisters, they are raising hundreds and billions of dollars for that to happen, to accommodate his coming. In other words, let's take a listen at this video, then you will know what I'm talking about, inshallah.
Of Christ.
The word Armageddon is actually two words, Har Megiddo, or Hill of Megiddo. You are standing on the Hill of Megiddo right now. The final act.
Okay, so this is where Jesus, Isa alayhi salam, will come. Okay, according to their belief, this is the place where he will come. However, there is one problem. There is actually a big problem for his coming in this place. The reason for that is because the people, the Muslims and other enemies, according to them, in that region, will try to stop his coming. Okay, this is what they believe. And because of they will try to stop his coming, Allah will send him on the wings of angels on this place, and he will be able to conquer the rest of the world, including this place. So take a listen. This is amazing, mind-boggling things that they say.
Of the book of Revelation is going to begin right here at this place. And when Israel's about to be defeated, the Bible tells us that Jesus Christ himself will intervene. It says it this way: the Lord himself will descend from heaven with a shout, with the voice of the archangel, with the trump of God. He is going to defeat the Antichrist.
Okay.
He's going to defeat the false prophet. Both of them will be cast alive into the lake of fire. At that time, Satan is going to be bound. for the next 1,000 years.
Okay.
And we are going to crown Jesus Christ.
So we are going to crown. Okay, this is the key word. I want you to understand the word that is driving this force, this incredible, so powerful force to donate and to raise fund and to protect the state of Israel. This is the belief. This is the belief that they want to crown Jesus Isa alayhi salam as the Lord of the Lords. Subhanallah. This is their belief. So some people, they will say, you know what, wait a second. This is not the case with all Christian, and that is true. This is not the case with all Christian. But most of them, 80% of them believe in this. Here is the thing. Why these things are happening in the Middle East? We have seen that the Yahudi, okay. So if you back up a little bit, what happened a few days ago in the month of Ramadan, right? And it happens almost every month of Ramadan, every Ramadan, every year. What happened is these people, the Muslims, were praying in Masjid Al-Aqsa peacefully. All of a sudden they saw this huge mob. They came and they attacked him. Attacked them. Now, we are seeing this happen. And then we also have seen what happened in Sheikh Azarra. Alright, in that place, Sheikh Azarra, in that place, the Yahudi, they tried to evict the Muslims. Okay, and that's where really the problem began. The reason for these people to evict these people is because they are settlers. Settlers like the Yahudi, they come to Israel based on their right to return to the Holy Land. So, in other words, the state of Israel will let you come into their country and become a citizen just because you are a Jew and you have the same faith and you follow the same tradition and you believe in the same thing. So you can come to Israel and say that I'm a Jew, I'm a Yahud, and I have the right to live in this country. So because so many people are coming, these are called settlers. Yahudi, they want to expand their territories. When they want to expand their territories, where they go? They go to places like Gaza, the Muslim lands, Muslim houses, and they evict them and say, hey, go get out of this place. We are here to live. My point here is that as we see this land, okay, the Yahudi, this land, these settlements are expanding and growing bigger and bigger. What we will see, dear brothers and sisters, is that eventually they will also take over lands from other countries. So right now they're taking over lands from who? The Palestinians, who lived there for centuries. But eventually, because of the second coming of Jesus is so important, and they are sending money to Israel to do the job, the reason why this country Israel will take over other country like Egypt, I guess, my first guess will be Egypt, or it could be Jordan. Jordan would be, I would say, a huge prize for them, because if you remember a few days ago, there was a unrest, there was a coup attempt going on in Jordan, if you remember. Okay, Prince Hamza, he tried to, according to the political analyst, he tried to overthrow King Abdullah, and we do not know what happened exactly. My understanding is that was done by the Yahudi, because King Jordan, he would never buzz when it comes to giving the rights of the Palestinians. So King Abdullah, he's very strict. Jordan is very, very strict that we are not going to compromise the Palestinian lands to the Yahudi. So my understanding is because of that, Yahudi tried to overthrow King Abdullah. That's my understanding. Nevertheless, they will take over eventually Jordan. They will take over Egypt. As we know from the hadith, Rasulullah said that the currency of Egypt will fall. So this is how it will fall, because the coming of Jesus is so important. They want to make sure that not only that part of the land that I just showed you is secure, but also lands around that area. Eventually we will see, Allahu Alam, that Saudi Arabia will fall, Mecca, Medina will fall, but Allah will protect these two cities. It will not fall, but they will try. Okay, the Yahudi will try. This is my understanding. They will try to take over even Mecca and Medina, but they will not be successful. Dear my sisters, what we are seeing right now, the main thing, okay, is that it is just a tip of the iceberg. We are not seeing the whole thing. What is being played behind the scene is much worse, much sinister than what we're seeing right now. This is just the beginning. And this pastor, when he is explaining things to his followers, he made it absolutely clear why that part of the land is so important. And the reason Christianity, they are so in love with these Yahudi, is because Christianity, they believe for the second coming of Jesus, the people of Israel must be in Jerusalem, in that holy land. I hope that inshallah Allah will bring peace and inshallah give victory to the Muslim Ummah. But what we are going through right now is it's something we need to be aware of and educate each other so that we are on the same page. Because a lot of the time we just talk about Islamic eschatology, we do not understand their religion, the Christianity and Judaism, what they are preaching. So we have to also educate ourselves what they are thinking, where they're coming from. Jazakallah khair for tuning in. Like this video if you did, share this video, subscribe to my channel inshallah, and I'll see you soon again. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.